An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Texas Longhorns and the LSU Tigers. Restate the state now again, Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. His quarterback has had such great composure and poise all week. He knows there is history on the line today, but he's trying not to think about it. He wants to get the win for his team, to perform well, not turn the ball over. But I have no doubt when they get into the red zone, that's going to be on the play caller's mind. Can they get their quarterback the history record for most passing touchdowns in a career? We'll see how those play calls shake out down in the red zone. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 20. Yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Brown to begin the drive. At the 35, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! He got a step and just dusted the field. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now on the counter. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10 playoff positioning. All the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Making the adjustment on the play. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Looking deep. Makes a grab down the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
From the gun, it's Berry. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these 2 programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these 2 teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
3rd and long right here.
22. Hey, take it.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. He's changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Got his man down the middle. Finds a crease at the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it. It's Berry. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Berry. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. And the Tigers have it with a first and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking for room, it's Smothers. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. A give to Brown. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Just steamrolling the defense. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, get him to the ground for no gain.
Second and long here. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Under pressure. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play. LSU right back to the line. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. The last two runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Motion from the wideout. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Out wide right, it's Harris. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun. Caught. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side, present a nice target for the quarterback.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Manning. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Flag 18! Flag 18! Punch! Punch! Flag! Flag!
Back to pass, it's Levin. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning it on. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Quarterback changing the play. Might as well give it to him again. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Sets his feet. It's Levin. Back's got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they capped things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Arch to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
To the air, it's Manning. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Looks it in. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Hits inside. It's Berry. Good, strong tackle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The give to Caden Durham. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 15 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Hurricanes, who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. They continue to run roughshod over the opposition. They're now 9-1 on the season. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the ACC.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Moves the pocket. It's Levin. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Left side is Harris. That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. To the air, it's Levitt. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Finds a crease, it's Berry. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Right side, it's Durham. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback signaling to his guys. On third down, here's Durham. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Sells the run, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. They go to the counter. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Levin. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Making the adjustment. The give to Caden Durham. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Caden Durham again. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give to the single back. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look.
Move.
The give to Caden Durham. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's Durham one more time. Oh, what a move. He worked hard to keep his feet, but this defense kept swarming, and they'll stop him a couple of yards short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Motion from the back. Needs it here on 4th down. Inside the 15. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Well, the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and 4th or 3rd down and goal situation.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Changing the routes with his receivers. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Out wide left, it's Wilson. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! Still a one-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Manning to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff, Caden Durham. There he goes. Down he goes.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Caden Durham again. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
They'll run it with Caden Durham. Driven back.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Lemon. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Arch is going to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Arch Madness. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, number 19. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Left side is Green. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Off play action. Rolls right. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Throwing Manning. Turns it upfield. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Fires to the middle. Out wide left, it's Coleman. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To throw, Manning. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now the offense faces third and goal. Left side is Smothers. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Here's a give to Durham. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to Painter. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the big fellas are on the field as they try to power it in for 2. He'll take it himself. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
LSU 33, Texas 21.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Manning. Out wide right, it's Townsend. He's out of bounds to stop the clock. It'll be a first down with 29 ticks left.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Out wide left, it's Wingo. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Timeout call by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
2nd and long here. Here's Arch to throw. strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And it's picked off for the third time today. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.